Bring it around town. And stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. All right. So joining me on the mic right now, I have
ARG. ARG.
ARG.
Gucci Gaming. ARG.
Gucci's own.
Yep. Yes, sir.
The
yes,
man,
sir.
the myth, the guy actually I've never met before. So
He's a good dude.
I believe him.
That's what it looks like.
I don't see it. ARG. ARG, Captain ARG.
Yes, sir. The pirate. It's actually my initials, but yeah.
ARG.
Yeah.
Adam. Renee. Garrison.
That was close.
Was it Adam?
No, it's Andrew Robert Gway.
That wasn't close at all. Why would you give me that? All right, so Viev and Technique. Technique with 2 exclamation points. Viev just recently picked up his sponsor, ISM.
Yep.
And this should be a pretty good match. Now, Viev also has Luigi, but he's opting to go with Zero Suit here.
Probably a better matchup.
I mean, I don't know enough about DeDeDe to know, nor do I know enough about Zero Suit or Luigi's matchup with DeDeDe, so.
Yeah. Well, right now it looks like Technique is holding this down really well.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of like Technique's thing, is that you're like, DeDeDe.
Yeah.
DeDeDe?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, then you're at 94%, and you're like, oh, DeDeDe, okay,
like,
I see.
DeDeDe.
Yeah.
Dang.
And a lot of people get on me for how I say King DeDeDe. I say DeDeDe.
I do too.
It's a long story, and it's not gonna change. So you're just gonna have to deal.
Deal with it. Yeah. There's all DeDeDe. I've heard people say DeDeDe.
Yeah. And speaking of dealing, Viev dealt with that early percentage deficit and has brought this entirely back.
Yeah, he stayed.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
going with the swag recovery.
Oh, cover
but
those
falls
options.
right into a Gordo.
Yeah. Oh no, that was gonna be the stock.
The Gordo wall.
All right.
So yeah,
he's going to be living for a while too, so this is going to be kind of a hard comeback to make.
Yeah, DT is, he's got the girth.
Yeah.
He's got the girthy hammer, girthy belly. Like he knows how to live too. He's got all those jumps, very hard to pin down.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he got in there on the underneath the Gordo, but not able to really get a good punish here.
But we wanted that dunk. Yeah, and Technique is playing really well.
Yeah, and Viev kind of looks like he's getting, a little bit bodied, but that's sort of Viev to a T. It always looks like he's kind of getting bodied, and then all of a sudden he finds himself in top 32. Like, he always seems to sneak by people. I'm not saying that he shouldn't win, but like you're like, oh, this is really close. That was sexy.
Yeah.
Popping off at that. Ooh.
Dang, that was close too.
And another swag recovery.
Yeah, that was super swag.
I love that he just Tarzan swings right into that.
Right under. He looks like he's practiced that.
Yeah, ZSS, she's got the Castlevania with the whip. She's got the Tarzan with the rope swing. Like, she's just an amalgamation of all sorts of characters.
Oh, no.
But Technique is going in right now.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a percent in a while, I feel. Maybe like a jab or something like that.
No, yeah, he hasn't been in danger in a
air.
long time.
He had the download, it seemed like that. He knew he was going to jump from the ledge, air dodge, and then just grab the air dodge back air.
I mean, when you play perfection of a character, as a character,
Yeah, when you play optimally, DeDeDe, top tier, maybe.
No.
I don't know.
we're joking. DeDeDe's bad, but that was really, really awesome.
He is bad, and like good stuff to Technique. I mean, using a character like this and playing that well, playing to his strengths. I wonder if Viev's going to switch.
All right, so I want to shout out my boy, Rev.0, my fan from Wisconsin. He used to play DeDeDe. He's giving me a little inside information in this matchup. Here's the ZSS matchup. ZSS does the Zair, DeDeDe does Gordo, DeDeDe takes Gordo to the face, DeDeDe stops Gordoing. So apparently all Viev really needs to do here to get an advantage is start Zairing.
Yeah,
and,
Gordos.
get out the whip, get out the Castlevania.
That's a really good,
we didn't really see any of that.
No. He looked like he was kind of playing scared, for a while.
I mean, he started out, he was like 94% to like 8.
Yeah.
And then he brought it back, and then like
80,
all that energy that he expended getting back into even.
Yeah.
I guess that was all he had for that match or that game. So we will see if he's able to bring this back. He's got the very serious stone face on right now. Bringing it going to FD. Let's see if he can bring it back, even this up, and try and get out of pools here.
Yeah, he hopes so for sure. Is this winner's side?
No, this has got to be losers.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so this is a crucial game for both these guys.
I don't know. It just says 1v1 pools. My stream guy's not helping me out here.
Ooh, that back air. Reverse air rush after the down throw. So clean.
So Viev's starting off a little bit better here, keeping it close early.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he needs to do is he needs to get an early lead and go off from that. And that's one way to do it, is to get that good damage off of that pre-patch.
Yeah. Still not Zaring, but
no, and I mean,
we
don't allow coaching here, so no one was able to tell him to please Zare more.
Yeah. Oh, that Nair caught
Dude,
that
his
down B.
DeDeDe's Nair is, in a vacuum, one of the best moves, I think, because isn't it just like a hitbox, like his whole body, so it's very tough, too. There was a Zare that stopped Gordo, so...
I think that was a Nair.
Something stopped Gordo, and that's what he hasn't been doing. He hasn't been knocking back these Gordos.
Yeah, use the Gordo against DeDeDe. I think that's how you play the matchup with almost any character, really. Make him afraid to use Gordo.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know a whole lot about DeDeDe, so
me neither.
And that's just like no one really plays him, but a lot. You know, he's got a huge fan base and he's got a lot of good tools.
He tried to use the Zaire there.
Clearly, it's working right now.
Jump Nair.
See, and right there, like you said, he's kind of playing scared. Like all he had to do was Zaire that Gordo. It's completely safe.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to worry about it.
Dang, that killed
And he just doesn't know how to deal with these Gordos.
Yeah. This must be a matchup he has no familiarity with, maybe.
Which is strange because Viev is actually a frequent flyer in Chicago tournaments.
Yeah.
And Technique also one of the most common participants in these tournaments. So you'd have to imagine that, you know, if they hadn't met in bracket, that they'd at least get some friendlies in. But
cross paths.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Technique, he has a little bit of a deficit right now. Oh, not anymore. But, you know, he's been kind of on the edge a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That's what you need to do. Hopefully he starts figuring that out. Uh-oh.
Oh, is that going to be? Okay,
no, not quite. Not post-patch, but still good damage, 82%. That Gordo's stuck there. I don't think he can throw out another Gordo when that one's still stuck. So
I think you're right. Oop, that back air took that. Oh, no.
All right, Viev goes for the edge guard, but pulls it back smartly. That Gordo was definitely a scary proposition.
He tried to hit that one. Oh, no.
Oh, drops it right in between Gordo and DeDeDe there, so that was actually really smart there. He's playing around the damage, which is good because he doesn't need much, does Technique, to get a kill. Now I'm liking what I'm seeing from Viev. He's realizing that he has to start hitting these Gordos as opposed to just working around them.
He has to deal with it. Oh, he's afraid of it.
Like Korra from Legend of Korra. He's the avatar, or she's the avatar, you got to deal with it. Those are Gordos, you have to deal with them. You can't just ignore them and try and get around them.
That's
Up B? No,
nope,
DeDeDe is very fat.
He's a fat boy.
Oh, good air dodge, but that should do it.
All right.
And will do it.
Game 3.
Yeah, that was a good adjustments there from Viev towards the end of that second stock.
Definitely started working with those Gordos.
So we will see how Technique responds. Maybe he stops Gordoing as much, trying to save him for more, ideal situations for the mix-ups. Yeah, I like that.
I like what Technique is doing too. Like he throws the Gordo out, leaves it here, and then he just floats with it.
Yeah.
You know, covering all these areas.
That kind of allows him to corner his opponent. You know, push him forward with those Gordos, get him onto the edge.
Yeah.
So going actually with the run back to FD, which is a little bit strange to me.
Yeah, it was close, but yeah, definitely. I mean, if Viev makes further adjustments and keeps playing like he was on the second stock, he's going to do well. But right now, Technique is kind of running away with this. Lots of damage.
I mean, that's how Game 1 started, and we saw how that ended. So Viev's got to see if he can make that similar comeback, but then not let it go. All these up airs, though. Oh, wanted that spike. And he paralyzes the Gordo. Like I said, I got to agree with my boy Rev. It seems like Zaire is kind of the answer in this matchup. He's approaching with his feet as opposed to approaching with this, the very safe disjointed whip. So
right, use your disjoints. It's a lot safer.
Yeah, that's good damage though. That up B does quite a bit of it. Lots of knockbacks. Gonna set up an edge guard. Let him reset to neutral too. Oh, a little bit of DZ.
Back air.
And I gotta say, I think one of the probably best best things that makes this matchup doable now is the nerf to 0-6 up B, because it was so easy for him to just throw that out, you know, get under him and just throw it out, and you know, boom, you're dead.
And those up airs.
And now he's got to work a little bit, and that's what Viev's having to do here. He's having to work a little bit. He does have the advantage though, so if he can build some more damage, maybe, you know, not have to worry as much about trying to make a comeback.
Ooh, he's getting him in these these frame traps with those up airs, air dodging to the ground, and then he'll just do something on it. Oh,
That'll do
nice
it, though.
Catch. Nice catch.
Yep, falls right into the hammer.
Yeah, and DeDeDe's so fat, like 63%, like it's not too much, but that.
That's not going to do it, though. He's DIing directly. He's SDIing down and DIing directly to the right, not allowing himself to go to the blast zone.
Yeah.
So,
Good damage.
yeah, he was not able to keep that follow up. I think Zero Suit's just at too high a percent. The knockback is too much.
Yeah.
Oh, reflect. See there that Viev finally starting to reflect these Gordos. And it doesn't seem like Technique's really made that much of an adjustment. He's just been throwing slightly less Gordos.
Oh.
That is going to do it. Okay, so good comeback from Viev there after a pretty dominating first game by Technique.
Oh, yeah.
Viev was able to bring it back, and I believe that means Viev is moving on to top 32.
Yeah, he figured it out. Good for him. Yeah, you definitely saw
Viev.
him make these adjustments.
So Viev found himself in losers because he lost to Shell, according to the Viev. So
Shell's Luigi?
Yeah, Shell, Luigi, and Ryu.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like we have MVD versus